Hey everyone, what's up? How's it going? This is Finite MTG, and today we are back with my very first Mystery Booster draft. I am super excited about this. Really have no idea what I'm getting myself into. Looks like we have a couple rares. Is this like double masters or something? But this is so exciting to me that just happened to be sick today. So just kind of coincidentally not making it to my classes, so just could get one nice extra day out of this format. So let's take a look at what we have in the pack before time runs out. So we have Bringer of the Black Dawn, pretty sick card. We also have Precursor Golem, Bit Blast, Mindstone, Thieving Magpie, even Magma Spray, all very strong stuff. Pacifism is okay too. I think I'm going to take the Bit Blast over the Bringer, but the Bringer is sick. I would not fault you for taking it. Precursor Golem probably has, it's like the easiest to play and most powerful in that sense, but looking at the number of good removal spells in the pack, it feels like it's going to get blown out too often. So without having any real knowledge of the format, I feel like Bit Blast was my best way to go there. All right. So now in this pack we have Phantom Centaur, card I love from Chaos Draft. I don't think I'll be able to pass it here. Reclusive Artificer is a very strong card, same with Reverent Hoplite, but I don't think that Artificer is going to be easy to build around. Sort of rewarded for passing the Bringer, because we don't really see any fixing in this pack. Even though, I mean, what, we could hard cast it off the black market? Yeah, I don't think so. Let's just take a Phantom Centaur here. Maybe end up in some kind of Jund deck. Alright. Now in this pack, what are we seeing here? Not sure about this Phantasmal Dragon thing. Feels like it's not going to be very good in this format. We see a Galectrode in the pack, which wrecks the dragon. Reassembling Skeleton's not super exciting. We could take the Galectrode, try to go into some kind of Grixis Spells controlling deck. I think I like that more than Archetype of Endurance. Impulse is very good, but not sure I want to take that here. There's just really nothing that feels like I need to pursue it. Are there like, how many uncommons are in this pack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that real? Like what's going on? I don't know. But we're gonna take the Galectrode. Alright. So now in this pack, we can take a Torment of Venom. That sort of goes with our first and third picks. Not seeing a ton of support for the Phantom Centaur. Desolation Twin is pretty nice. Could be good for a controlling deck that wants to go into the late game, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could be doing some kind of red-white aggro nonsense, but just it hasn't felt like the strongest cards have been for that archetype so far. So yeah, we'll take the Torment here. Kind of surprised to see Peace of Mind. I think this card is pretty terrible. Whoa, what the heck? Decree of Justice? This card is insane. Oh, but there's a Soul Manip too? I don't... Maybe it's just because I'm not in white, but Soul Manip is extremely good. Decree of Justice is also just really, really insane. Like, this is the kind of card that I want in this deck. This is kind of like just an unreasonable card that might be worth splashing no matter what. Man, I'm gonna take the... God, I have no idea. I'm gonna take the Soul Manip. I don't know what the fixing is like in this format, so I'm afraid that if I take the white card, I might just not be able to play it. Alright. Now, let's see. We are looking at a pack where there's really nothing exciting for us. Like Ojutai's Breath is like super medium. Okiba Gang Shinobi is kind of fun. But I don't think it's really the right card for this deck. We could even take a Fierce Invocation, which is not an exciting card, but it is a spell for the Galectrode. It's not a creature for the Soul Manip, which is kind of annoying. And red is our splash. I guess I'll be taking the Ojutai's Breath, but it's not ideal. Wow, okay, well now we have to take the fixing. But there's a mnemonic wall, which would be very nice. Flame Jab is good too. Not sure how good Inquisition is in this format. Braid of Fire, that's pretty funny. Snap is okay. Yeah, really wish I got this mnemonic wall, but I think it's right to take fixing here. I just want my deck to function. Sure. If I remember correctly, this thing doesn't do anything. No, okay. I'll just take like a Cinder Hellion. 4 mana 4/2 is an option as well. I don't think I really want a Goblin Pile Driver, and the can't block on this equipment is pretty rough. So yeah, I thought we were splashing red, but we might end up looking more like base red. But then what's our splash? Blue? Doesn't really make sense. Well, there's a Magma Spray. Maybe we cut the Torment and splash black. Outnumber is going to be terrible in this deck. We don't have enough spells. And Send to Sleep, we already have the Ojutai's Breath. I like Grotesque Mutation as a card. I don't think this is where we want it. Could take a Wave Wing Elemental, but I think it's too expensive. So yeah, let's go with a Magma Spray. Now we have Fretwork Colony, which is a very strong card. Probably should have been taken out of the pack the first time, but it can't block, which is a pretty big downside. Could just take a Right into Being. There's also Mephitic Vapors. Kind of think we want board presence at this point, so just take the Right into Being. And I'm starting to think that we could be blue-red splash black too. So, all right. Well, I'm not sure we want to play this card, but it could be something we board in. And Goblin War Chief never makes our deck, and we already have a card like Decision Paralysis. So, yeah, Tendrils of Corruption, our 3-color deck looking to splash black. Not gonna get there. We'll take the 1 on color-ish card. Bewilder over card that can't block. And I guess we'll take the Wargate. I mean, we're literally never casting it. Sure. Alright. So, in this pack, Mystical Teaching seems like it could be pretty good for what we're trying to do. We have a few instants. Actually, every spell is an instant, looks like, except for the Right into Being. Flesh to Dust is strong, but it is off color. Form of the Dragon is spicy, but I don't think we can try to do that. Another pack with a foil rare and a regular rare. I'm guessing that's how they all work. This pack does not have 8 uncommons, by the way. Looks like only 3. Or nope, not even. Only 2. Okay, so yeah, we will take the Mystical Teachings and yeah, hopefully pick up some ways to win the game at some point. Ooh, Gutter Snipe. That's just about perfect in terms of ways to win the game. Otherwise, Amass the Components is fine. I think the Shrieker's probably fine. That's a morph thing. That's kind of cute. Goblin War Marshal, not abysmal. I don't think we're a blue-red aggro deck by any means, but doesn't mean that we can't get some nice value out of the Gutter Snipe. And add to our million 3-drops here. Maybe we don't play this card. We'll see. Alright. Next up, we have Lich's Mirror. Kind of fun. Scroll Thief. Good card. I'm not sure this is the deck for it. I was going to say something about continuing to pick up infinite 3-drops, but what's the other option here? Like a Fairy Invaders? So maybe we are taking the Scroll Thief. We did just pass a blue cartouche. Maybe we could wheel it. Is this thing very good? It's pretty good. It's just super fragile too. We have some removal, some like tempo-based effects, which work nicely with the Scroll Thief. I think I'm gonna take it. There's nothing that I love in this pack. It's just kind of weak. So, sure. Ooh. This is not very weak. Oh, there's a Renegade map and a Go for the Throat. Concentrate is insane, though. I probably just have to take the Concentrate. Didn't even see that at first. Man, what a painful pack. Last pack is like, oh, there's just nothing here, and now there are 3 cards that we would love. Like, maybe Go for the Throat on the splash is not amazing. But man, Concentrate, I don't think I can pass that. Fits nicely into our curve. Draw 3 for 4 mana. Sorry, Renegade map. I think I just have to take this Concentrate. Yikes. Alright. There's a Maelstrom Nexus. It's kind of funny. Grim Affliction. 8 mana, 6/6 Flying Haste, by the way. Guess I take the Barrage for the sideboard. Don't think I really want Grim Affliction, and because we passed the map, looks like the fixing is going to be like pretty mediocre. Like, we've seen just very little fixing in general, which might be just how this thing shakes out with so many cards in it, like almost a couple thousand if I remember correctly, or it could be that there are a bunch of good experienced players in my pod, so they're all picking fixing very highly. Bladewing, cool card, but I don't think we'll be able to get there. We also don't have any dragons, though we did just pass one. This could be something we're interested in. Maybe even this card. I'd consider this thing. Seems better than splashing a black creature. Well, let's just take a Spark Mage Apprentice, I guess. This thing is cheap. Could be a way of killing some aggressive things from the opponent. So, alright, now I think we probably have to take Kiln Fiend. What is in this pack, though? Daring Demolition, which is going to be a little too hard to splash. Lab Brute, Dragon Breath. So just nothing that I care about. Teferi's Puzzle Box is very nice, but yeah, I think Kiln Fiend makes a lot of sense here. Wow. Extremely late bounce land, but it's so off color for us. I mean, we can take it, but it is our splash color. Otherwise, there's Rith, which is also super uncastable. Blade Brand, which we don't really care about. Yeah, I mean, we could take like Dragon's Eye Savants, which would be fine. I think we just have to take this off-color land, though. Like, mostly off-color land, that is. Okay. I think this card is completely unplayable. Yeah, it's just like a Surveil 5, right? That said, our mana fixing is never going to let us play Flesh to Dust. Don't care about the red cards. Yeah, I guess we're taking an unplayable blue card. Wow, pretty late Amass. Decently happy about that. And Fairy Invaders, which can be found by the Mystical Teachings. Kind of funny. And sure. Okay. Probably want a Deep Freeze now. I guess I'm most afraid of a deck that wants this. Okay, we were thinking about taking this the first time, so we'll get it back now. Let's see. Okay, sure. Well, I guess we probably have to take this Kargan Dragonlord. We just need good ways to win the game. It's a little rough on the mana, but I think this thing is just too good. Oh man, there's a Drana in the pack. Yuck, this card is like unbeatable. Oh man, they're not going to make it easy on me, are they? Where's that Renegade map? Probably have to take the Drana, unfortunately. Sorry, Kargan. Sorry, like Singer Vampire. This thing is kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, I just can't pass a Drana when I'm already looking to splash black. It is going to ruin my mana, but there's like nothing else for the straight blue-red deck anyway. Like Kargan, Counterspell, Mistraven. Yeah, I mean, those are good cards, but this thing is unbeatable, so. Alright, we are now taking Fixing over literally anything. There's a Daze in the pack, which looks pretty good for where we are right now. Otherwise, really nothing I care about at all. Could any of the cards from the last pack have been in this one instead? Oh well. Take our first 2-mana spell, I guess. Counterspell for the, whatever it is. The Mystical Teachings would have been nice. Okay. Take a Perilous Mirror here, I think. Crashing Tide is nice. Ooh, Deny Reality. Could wheel that maybe. I mean, we need Fixing. Like, right now this is unplayable. But I don't know if I was supposed to pass it or not. I don't know. It still might be worth ruining my mana base to play this thing. Maybe not, but it is extremely strong. Don't care about Dolmen Gate. Call of the Nightwing. Do we have any evasion? Can you cipher this onto the token? Then you may. Okay. So yeah, you can put this on the token, I think. Forbidden Alchemy is interesting. But I think I'd rather just have Nightwing here. Doesn't really look like Nightwing. Sure. Okay, now we have a Pondering Mage. Basically Fixing, right? Sure. It's a little bit expensive, but it's very strong. Hopefully most people are going to be trying to dirtle in this format. I think we're going to get crushed by anyone trying to play a real aggro deck. Maybe just crushed in general. Sadistic Hypnotist. Carrion Imp. Inferno Fist. I mean, this card is okay, right? Yeah. It's like a shock that requires a creature, which is pretty bad, but sure. Alright. We have a black-white land, kind of baited by that. A couple, well, 3/3/2s that we don't care about. We might have to take the Wishful Merfolk, though. This card is sweet, but I don't really think we can do this. Yeah, I don't really think this is something we should try to do. Okay, so we're taking a Wishful Merfolk to block and maybe attack. But maybe attacking is a little optimistic. Alright, Knowledge Pool. It's a sweet one. I think we're taking a Desert Ceradon here. Sure. And wow, Counterspell comes all the way around. Yeah, I think we just need to take that. Bit Blast plus Daze Counterspell Soul Manip. That's just good deck building right there. Good thing is that Bit Blast casts most of our cards, which means we're less likely to hit those like whiffs. Alright, we can't ever play Leveler. Yargle, no thank you. Guess we're taking a bad counter for the sideboard. Crashing Tide. Sure, I guess. Don't think I want to main it. Caged Sun. Probably not, but we'll take it. Elemental card. I don't think we have any of those. Is this an elemental? It is. I still don't think we care. Okay. Is this one? No, this one's a Hellion. It does say that in the name, doesn't it? Sure. Take a, well, okay. Take a whatever. Get past a whatever. Alright, that was pretty interesting. So unfortunately, just like the Torment of Venom, the Drana is like massively unplayable here. So I don't know if that's my fault for like not seeing almost any fixing in packs 1 and 2 and then thinking, yeah, we can take this double black card and splash it in pack 3. I mean, that sounds pretty optimistic, if you want to use a euphemism there. But on the other hand, like, I don't know, I take the double red mythic and that thing is still very good, but like we're so light on red too. I don't know. It's just kind of not great either way, I think. So I think we definitely want at least 17 lands. And the other thing is, I was giving myself some like flack over the Renegade map pass, but even if we had a Renegade map, that does not solve our problems here. Like, it makes our mana better, don't get me wrong, but it does not magically fetch 2 swamps for the Drana. So, kind of like this Desert Ceradon in this deck. I feel like we need some more ways to close the game out, and that's a nice one. It's also nice with the Soul Manip. Maybe Daze isn't very good. It's a little flimsy, and it's like maybe a bad Cascade hit that we can't afford to play. I could see that, I guess. On the other hand, we have a ton of 3 mana cards. This is effectively a creature. This is effectively a creature, sort of. Yeah, I don't think we want to play this. Sure, okay. No idea if this deck is any good. Feels like the consistency is a little lacking. Okay. We have 0 black cards that aren't gold. Red, black, blue, red, blue, black. Okay. So I think we want 1 swamp for our 3 black cards, but we do have a ton of card draw, so that's a little bit like fixing. That means we have, what, 1 red source, and we have 14 lands to figure the rest out. So that is, I mean, that would add up to 14. That would give us 5 red sources. I think we want to go down 1 and up 1. That'll give us 6 red sources for 7 red cards, which is fairly reasonable. And then 9 blue. Could even, if we go to 8 blue though, like we have so many blue cards. 12, 13, 14, 15. We want double blue on 2 for counterspell. I don't know. I could see it either way, with either 9, 6, 3 or 8, 7, 3. I'm going to try 9, 6, 3, I think. Alright. Really no idea what I'm getting myself into here, but still fun to see if I can put something functional together. Screenshot's going to be important for this one, since we do have the mystical teachings, which I did not count towards the toward the black card count, but it should have been counted toward that. Okay, I'm going to play first in this format. though I could easily see myself wanting to draw later on. Do not love this hand. 2 black cards. This might actually be a mulligan. I think it is. We don't do anything with this hand, so yikes. And down to 5. Okay. Can put back an island in a Bewilder. Hope that we draw 1 land and the card advantage from a mask gets us out of this. Which doesn't seem impossible. Okay. 5 on the play is pretty rough, though. Okay. So now we get to play this. We get to activate next turn if the opponent doesn't do anything, and then play the bounce land. Okay, I guess we're not activating after all. Let's just play this. Get back this mountain. We've already unmulliganed once. I think we want to amass over Mystical Teachings here. Reassembling Skeleton, that doesn't matter for us. Okay. Ooh, Concentrate. Well, we can spin our wheels pretty well. I'm kind of thinking a Perilous Mirror is not going to be amazing, but maybe we can actually put back a mountain. We have 0 double red. We're going to be drawing more cards, which means more lands, so yeah, let's get a little greedy here. Okay, this is a forced block. I don't really know what's going on. Could be something bad. Tragic Slip. Okay, that is not something I care about. Get back the skeleton? No, they're gonna wait. Oh, they took my map. Alright. Island. Concentrate. Okay. Starting to like where things are going. Skeleton back, sure. Yikes. Okay. Not sure how I deal with that, actually. That seems very problematic for me. Put a stop on my upkeep just in case. Okay, so do we have any spells that can deal with that very easily? I don't think so. Something like a Deep Freeze would be nice. Just really wish we were able to soul manip that. Get back our Merfolk too. Okay, so we draw land. I don't think we can get 7 power in front of this thing either. 6 mana, we play 2 things, and we can't play a spell. Yeah, I mean, I think we're just dead to this, basically. Which is kind of silly, but here we are. I can find like an Ojutai's Breath, I guess. So maybe I should do that before the mill trigger resolves. But even if I'm doing that, that's not very good, is it? We're basically dead here. Need like a bounce spell to use with one of our counters. Yeah, I don't think we're really surviving here. So I guess I will just just go Perilous Mirror, and we're just going to Mystical Teachings. Tireless Tracker too. Well, we can counter that, but maybe it's even correct. Sure. Night Howler. Yeah, it's going to be pretty big here. Maybe we can block and shoot it or something. Oh man, funny thing is, even if we block and try to shoot the Night Howler, even if this were a 2-2, this would live because the Perilous Mirror would go to the graveyard. Ties Breath into the bin. I think we can just scoop it up at this point. I don't think we have outs to the... Oh yeah, and they milled the Deep Freeze too. Yeah, okay. Alright. So, Nemesis of Reason basically single-handedly won them the game. I think this could be a Phantasmal Dragon matchup. Gets like Tragic Slipped, but otherwise didn't see too many reasons to dislike it. Be better than just like a random right into being. And I think we probably want to draw first in this matchup. It does make the counters a bit worse. But I don't think their deck is particularly fast. Maybe we were supposed to take out a Spark Mage Apprentice over their right into being. Kind of tough to say. Actually, sure. All right, we would not like to play first. And this hand is pretty solid. Gonna lead on turn 1 island, hoping I find another one turn 2. If I don't, we're cycling Ceradon. Okay, well, doesn't look like we're finding an island here. Probably take this stop off. Yeah, no island to be found. Hopefully the opponent is thinking about whether or not I have some interactive card and that'll let me draw the Magma Spray to kill their Tireless Tracker or something. I mean, they could also just play it now and I could just draw it in a second too. That would also work. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I don't think that was a very good play on their part. But it might work out for them anyway. Like, I think you always blow up the island there. I don't know. Okay. I am going to need a land here. Or we're in major trouble. Yeah, well, looks like they kind of got me. Nice thing about discarding is we do have the Soul Manip, so it's not like we're losing tons of value here. I think we can ditch one of these 5s. Let's go with this one. Let's go with this one. Sure. Okay, that has flash, my friend. Okay. So the opponent is just playing aggro here. I think that's pretty wrong. I think you just leave the solemn back and you end up eating my creature almost all the time. Let's just draw Phantasmal Dragon one time. Really glad this thing does not say target creature gains fear if it's legendary, because that means that they could just shoot down the dragon. Okay, so they must have some blocker for this. Hopefully not. Wow, do they actually not? I'm sure they do, right? Wow, they just gave me a card. Very questionable plays by the opponent. Okay, now we drop this. Okay, that's fine. It's not good, but it is acceptable. That was actually very bad. Tireless Tracker there. Well, that was a pretty good draw considering. Hopefully find an island here. And we did. Nice. Okay, they do get a card for their trouble. Sure. Countering anything here, definitely countering this. They already saw the counterspell. Looks like they decided to remember it, unfortunately. Decided not to make the very bad trade. So now we have our choice of whether we want to get super aggro to try to draw another card. Not even sure it's wrong. Because I don't think we can leave counterspell up here. So I think we're playing one of these. Probably the Hellion. So whatever they have, it's not a counterspell, because they were thinking about main phasing it. Which means Hellion's going to resolve. It's probably just some creature. I think maybe we leave the beast back to chump this. I think we actually... Well, maybe not. Okay, I think we make the attack with both, actually. Okay. Have to excuse my cat in the background. Hopefully you can't hear him very well. Now I think we just jam the Cinder Hellion, and the opponent has to worry about dying. Okay, we know they have a spell, and unfortunately they get to potentially draw another one here. Okay, that doesn't matter to me. I mean, actually... We give them a card, but I think we're actually supposed to do it. It gets the land untapped, right? Which means we get counterspell mana. Yeah, I think I'm actually supposed to do it here. And that way we have... Well, let's think about this. As is, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So they can play a 4 CMC card. I guess most importantly, oh, they have another clue. Okay, got it. Well, in that case, they can already grow this thing bigger than the Hellion, so yeah, let's just do this. Doesn't matter. Or doesn't matter too much, I hope. But now the question is, which land do we get? I'm just gonna get an island here, I think. Kind of insane, but really want this counterspell up. So the opponent can crack a million clues here. Crack the first one. Yep. Yep. Okay, so counterspell not doing anything here, presumably. Or countering this, I guess. Okay. So now I think we attack all, they block here, we bewilder that, and then play a Pondering Mage. Okay. That's a good one too. Still think I need to play the Pondering Mage. I think this is a shuffle. Okay. They do have a bunch of cards in hand. Yeah. Can hit me for a bunch of damage here. So this would be lethal if they found a removal. Maybe I was supposed to play 2 spells. Well, Renegade Map there is a good sign. Wow, no attack. That seems insanely good for me. Kind of want to draw 3. My attack here feels pretty underwhelming. But I also want to get these 2 in play. How much mana do I have? Oh, I have exactly enough to do that. That's pretty nice. Wow. That was super good. So now we go Electrode, Perilous Mirror, and then the opponent is just like super dead next turn. I think. Having a hard time finding a way that they are not super dead next turn. What was that? Commit. Okay. Sure. Some like X spell or something? Something with an additional cost? Whoa. Okay. Well, I guess they're just dead then. Yeah, they are just dead. Yeah. So we can just go like gutter snipe. I mean, they have to kill this on blocks, right? Looks like they probably just conceded there. All right. Had a lot of lands there at the end. Not sure if we played that game very well, but I think the opponent had some very interesting choices. Okay. So on the draw, we could want days. I actually think we probably do counter their like Nemesis of Reason, counter their Tireless Tracker, which people tend to like to play turn 4 and then play land after it. Just take out right into being again. Alright, this looks like a mulligan, unfortunately. This is kind of clunky, but it's not awful. Inquisition would have been terrible for me there. Okay. Still no real choices at this point. Next turn things are going to start getting interesting though. Probably supposed to play the Electrode, but it does die to the -1/-1 thing that they've shown us. I don't really want to play against this card with my counterspell in hand. The Tragic Slip is what I was talking about. I think I just do this. Actually, maybe I play the Gutter Snipe. It can actually attack. Beast within my mountain. I don't think you picked the right time to do that, though. Okay. Sure. Block. Yep. Tragic Slip incoming, probably. Okay. Okay. Very, very interesting and kind of insane attack here. Don't think I can ever block. Okay. We have a pretty nice answer to that one. Whoops. Accidentally went to combat a little bit too quickly. Not sure I really should have called that an answer, but close enough. Now I actually think we leave both back and just go for a concentrate. Because it is kind of a nightmare if they hit us. On the other hand, we're trying to race. This is 7 damage. Alright, we can get rid of a couple cards. We're drawing 3 anyway. That's pretty annoying, actually. Okay, they're still going to make me discard 2. How does my plan change here? Like, I think I have to pitch an island. I think I want Soul Manip. I think I want it open. Sure. Maybe I'll pitch a Ceradon. Okay. So Island lets us hold Soul Manip Counterspell. Okay, block. Sure. Okay. We are going to be ready to block this thing, so that's not very effective. Crystal Ball, do not care about. Okay. So now I think we actually go Gutter Snipe plus Kiln Fiend. They did not scry upkeep. Okay, Giant Spell. I don't even know if we care about anything here. I think we just counter this. Yep. Now they're basically chomping Gutter Snipe. Yeah, I mean, now they're chomping Gutter Snipe. Yep. This thing has trample, so we'll play it out. These things trigger off of instants and sorceries, so Deep Freeze not doing a whole lot. They're just super dead on board here. Funny. I was kind of hoping they would Phyrexian Wreck and just give up, but I mean, let's find out. They're not going to let me find out whether Call of the Nightwing works the way I think it does. We'll check on Gatherer here. Okay. It does work. That's nice. All right. Back for round number 2. Very underwhelming hand, but I think we have to keep. Okay, did not really want another island there, but maybe a mass will get rid of one. Red, white, yikes, but no plays is a little comforting. Okay. Pay costs, decide against it. Mind games are everywhere. Okay, right into being, looking for a mountain. Okay, we did find the mountain. We have to manifest one of these, so manifest the mage. Top. Whoa, something scary happened here. Ooh, this card's super good. Or, oh no, I thought that was the new retreat. This is the old retreat. The card's still good, but it's not insane like the new one. Let's get a Scroll Thief into play, I think. Really wish this thing had flying. This might be killed here. Hookmaster, sure. Knight of Old Benalia. Okay, I don't think you're supposed to suspend that there, so I like seeing that. I guess it's okay with the retreat. Still think it's pretty wrong in general. Okay. Next turn we have an Amass. Opponent presumably making a 1/1 here. Yep. The Bewilder should be kind of nice. Well, should be okay. Not even sure we go for it. Well, never mind. Okay, Magma Spray. That's pretty good. Okay. I think we go for an Amass here. I mean, all of these are pretty nice. Guess 7th land is unnecessary. I think I try to get them to use the retreat to pump. Yep, we got him. Okay. So, the Rogue's Passage is a little bit problematic. I think we can just Perilous Mirror. Attack. Okay, I think we just snap counter this. They attack, we block. And they just had enough. Nice. Alright, this is a scary matchup for us. How many X1s? They definitely had a few X1s. The enchantment, the 3/1 flyer. I think Barrage is a reasonable option. But this is also the matchup that we're kind of built to beat, practically. Could see this thing being good. Oh, let me reread Rogue's Passage. Can that target anything? Target creature can't be blocked. Yeah, so they just have a land that kills our creature. I'm not sure if we've seen enough stuff for Barrage yet. I think we can probably run it back. We have the Spark Mage Apprentice anyway. This thing could be really annoying for them though. Let's try that over like a Kiln Fiend. Even though they have that land, I think it's just important enough that we can establish some big board presence. Okay, this hand looks pretty nice. Other than being a bit slow, it's kind of perfect. Okay, we do have Counterspell in the deck, but just play the tap land anyway. No 2-mana 3/1, nice. Yeah, once again, slow start from the opponent is what I like to see in this matchup. Ancestor. Interesting. Let's see if they have the retreat here. Yep. Ooh, Call of the Nightwing now. Yeah, I think we want to try to get that going. Last I heard, Cypher was bugged, so we'll see whether it still is or not. Presumably they're going to be using the Ancestor to prevent a damage to this, and then we can Bit Blast the Ancestor. Or prevent damage from that, I should say. Yeah, we're going to want to clear the Ancestor now with this Phantasmal Dragon. This thing doesn't really need to attack. Okay. Well, now I think we are Bit Blasting this. Sure. And the opponent does not like the Gutter Snipe. Okay. I think they did not figure out that they could just prevent this thing, like, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, right? Yeah. I think the opponent just, like, missed the line there. I don't really know what's going on. Okay, we're back for round number 3, playing first in the dark, mulliganing another one-lander. This hand is very, very nice though, so I can't really complain. I think I want to put back a Scroll Thief. Not that I really want to, but I think I shall. Turn 1 Mountain, turn 2 Basilica, turn 4 Electrode. Okay. I mean, this is why we lead on the mountain, right? Okay. There's definitely an argument for just trying to get the Electrode down. How many ways do I have to affect the board? Not a ton. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get the Electrode on turn 3. Another red-white deck. Oh, yikes. Topin Freeblade. Might have to Bit Blast that. Regretting my play already. Well, now maybe not so much. Gonna take 1 to mana burn here, but at least we got to play the Merfolk and the bounce land at a decent time. Snap trading if they let me. Also trading for a trick here. Oh, wow. Love to see the no attack. Okay, Griffin. Don't kill this Electrode 1 time. If we untap with this thing, we can start shooting down X2s. Wow, okay. Bold move by the opponent. I mean, we do have the Bit Blast. That said, we need to cascade into a spell for it to work, so they do have something. Okay, well, hopefully this still works. Actually, now we know it will. And they concede. Nice. I mean, Electrode, Bit Blast, right? Pretty good couple cards there. What would we have cascaded into, though? Kiln Fiend? Yak. Okay. So, another red-white aggro deck. This one, I don't think we want the Rebuke, or whoops, the Dragon in against. Spark Mage Apprentice, maybe not at its best either. There's a Daze, I could think about Inferno Fist. I mean, that was basically our nut draw on a mulligan too. Alright, so what do we want? Kiln Fiend is bad. I think we want Daze. Showed me a few X2s. I think everything was an X2. Sure. Don't think we have enough creatures for the Inferno Fist. Okay. Just going to be a tiny bit slow on the draw. Not sure we'll be able to survive, but we'll do our best. Alright, I think we have to keep this. Not ideal. Bounce land on the draw means discarding. Whoa, Champion of the Parish. Yikes. Okay, really need a... like, any land other than Basilica would be fine here. Oh wait, I just auto-yielded through my turn with Daze in hand. Like, I mean, I can't really win the game after playing a Daze there, but still. Okay. So now we discard Ceradon. Okay. I think we might deep freeze that thing. Let's just draw like mountain. Okay. Yeah, so we can write into being, but I think we just are deep freezing. Okay, we have, I mean, we'll turn off auto yields. We might be dazing. Wow, what the heck? Why did they scoop? Why did they scoop? Oh my god. Well, okay. We'll take it. Thank you everyone for watching. I think that deck was pretty good. I don't think it was worth just like conceding to multiple times, but yeah, that was nice. Moving on. All right, back for more drafts.